without. What the f was that? I feel like someone just grabbed my head. Yo, I need to get out of this basement. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Professor Sav or Savannah or Savvy, whatever you feel like calling me. So today I'm doing things that should not be normalized. I just like doing videos like this, like, you know, where I share my opinions that nobody else cares about, and like, it's a blast for me just talking to my camera. I have a list of things. It's only a couple of things because like I feel like I'm gonna go in like depth with some of these topics, so I didn't want to put too much so the video is too long, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. Basically these things are just like things that are normalized, things that people already do that we need to cut out. We need to stop doing. It's irregular, unnatural. It's no normal. It's no normal. I mean, it is normal because it's normalized, but that's why I'm trying to make this video to let y'all know that this shit should not be normalized. But you know what I mean. Also, I'll be doing a mukbang because I'm hungry. I didn't eat all day. Mans are starving. I don't know why I do that like all the time. It's not healthy. It's terrible. It's not even like because of no diet thing or anything. It's just like I'll just like not have an appetite for like the whole day. I'll just like not want to eat, and like I'll feel fine. Why am I telling you guys this like you give a shit? It's not hot enough. Some of the noodles are still stuck together. Damn, I always freaking do this. The first thing that we should no longer normalize is live action movies. I'm sick of it. What was the first live action movie we had? I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure it was Cinderella. I actually went to the movies with my mom and my niece to go watch Cinderella. It was a pretty good movie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It was good. Was it Cinderella? Or was it Beauty and the Beast? Nah. Bro, I don't know. It was one of those. But the movie was actually pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The movie was bomb. Now we're just getting like a bit out of hand. Like, we don't have to like revamp. Not even like revamp. We don't need to make every single movie live action. We don't need to recreate every movie, or we don't need to recreate every Disney movie and make them live action. The amount of people that I see waiting for like a Princess and the Frog live action movie, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love that movie, Princess and the Frog. I love it, right? But if they make a live action movie out of it, I'm not gonna friggin' watch it. We do not need a live action Princess and the Frog movie. First of all, the live action Lion King movie already traumatized me. I was so oh God. It wasn't terrible. I never watched it. But, you know, seeing the little trailers and stuff on YouTube and whatever, I was like, why did they even do this? What did you need to do this for? You know what I mean? Some things we just don't need to recreate. If we do make a live action Princess and the Frog movie, y'all are trying to see live frogs talking. Like, I don't want to see that. Because I don't want to see that. Now here's the problem, because if they don't end up making a live action Princess and the Frog movie, then it's gonna look like, oh, you don't want to recreate the Disney movie with the only black princess. And the thing is, no, we don't have to recreate one of the greatest Disney movies on the planet. We don't. I don't want to see CGI frogs making out. It's not for me. It's not something I want to see. Let's enjoy the Princess and the Frog that we have now. We don't need to recreate another movie. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna recreate the movie Brave and get CGI bears and stuff? No, I don't want to see that. It's just gonna ruin the movie. Let's stop normalizing creating live action movies. I'm just gonna throw it in there too. Let's stop revamping shit completely. The new iCarly that's coming out. I mean, I never liked iCarly since I was a kid, so I don't really care, but did we need it? The new Kim Possible that's out. Did we need it? The new High School Musical TV show. Did we need it? No, we didn't need any of those. We don't need revamps. We don't need live action movies, nothing. Let's get original and start creating new shit, because I'm tired of seeing old stuff. Period. The next thing that we need to stop normalizing is not allowing white people to say the N-word. I'm kidding. Struggle love. Let's stop. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm so tired of seeing struggle love, bro. It's just like, it's not even funny anymore. I mean, it wasn't funny to begin with. It was just sad, and it's still sad. It will always be sad seeing struggle love. It's sad. I talked about struggle love in one of my previous videos. I think it was like the hood life fantasy video. Y'all check that out. What you mean? Basically, what struggle love is, it's like exactly how it sounds. It's getting into a like relationship and struggling. That's what it is. Honestly, struggle love is so freaking normalized. It's like an aesthetic, and like the reason why struggle love is such an aesthetic is because there's so many like famous couples that you see, like, oh yeah, they were struggling when they were together and now they're still together for the come up, which is great. But we need to look at situations like that and realize that it doesn't work for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody is going to make it out the mud. Like, not everyone's gonna make it to the come up. Not everyone's gonna hit the next level. Like, we're not all Gucci Mane and Keisha. Encouraging these types of relationships is honestly so unhealthy, and it's honestly so damaging. I've mainly seen like guys posting stuff like this, like talking about, oh, there's no more like real females out there. No woman is gonna stay with you for the come up, and no woman that doesn't stay with you when you're here deserves to be with you when you're here. And honestly, that makes so much sense. Like, that's facts. It's not even just limited to a relationship. Nobody in your life deserves any achievements or anything that you've gained from your achievements if they haven't helped you when you were down here or at your lowest. You know what I mean? Nobody that didn't stick by you when you were at your lowest deserves to be with you when you're at your highest. But that doesn't mean that you have to guilt people into staying with you when you're at your lowest. You know why? Because everybody else has a life. Everybody else has their own future. Everybody else has their own goals. Everybody else is trying to gain something in life. So you guilting somebody into staying with you while you're waiting for the come up or whatever that it's supposed to mean, it's honestly sometimes really selfish. Like, if you're like, okay, let's look at this scenario. In this situation, I'm not even talking about like my age and younger. No, I'm talking about older people. All right, imagine a scenario with a woman, and I'm gonna use a man as the one struggling, because that's what I've seen in my personal life. Y'all don't come for me. That's just my personal experience. I usually see the man at the struggling end. Not all of them stay like that, obviously, but that's what I've seen. So a woman that is financially stable, right? Financially stable woman with like 3 kids gets into a relationship with a man that has no job or is in and out of jobs or is trying to be a rapper or something. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is he's not financially stable. Yeah, so you look at a situation like that. Let's say that, because I know the first reaction in this situation, especially from men, is gonna be, oh well, she goofed herself from getting into a relationship with this man. But the funny thing is, y'all will shame women for getting into relationships with certain types of men, but then get mad at women for not getting into relationships with these same men that you goof them for getting into relationships with. Let's say they got into a relationship and he gave her the what do you call it? The imagination? Oh, impression. He gave her the impression that he was working hard, or he gave her the impression that he's trying. He gave her the impression that, oh yeah, don't worry, a couple years, baby, I'm gonna make it to the come. You already know. I'm gonna make it out of the hood. It's been 3 years into a relationship. Let's say they had a kid together now. Now they have 4 kids, or she has 4 kids, because you already know how men are with children. Let me stop stereotyping. I've been hurt. Dad, where are you? Happy Father's Day. He's still struggling to, I don't freaking know, make ends meet. He's still struggling, okay? She's still at her job. She's still providing for her children. But then, look at it. Not only does she have to provide for her children, she also has to provide for him, because he's still struggling. So They've been together for 3 years. They have a kid together, and he's still, you know, struggling to get a stable job or struggling to sell his album. I don't freaking know what he's doing. But what he's definitely not doing is paying bills. Do you think that this woman should stay with a man like that? Before y'all answer, let me reiterate. No, what does that even mean? Let me repeat. She is a financially stable woman that has her own goals, her own dreams, her own aspirations. She now has 4 kids. She's in a relationship with a man that is just not, I mean, I guess he's working hard. You could say he's working hard, but it's, whatever. Do you think that she should stay with him? Because in my opinion, I don't think she should. Because again, we all have our own priorities. We all have our own responsibilities. Her responsibility, she now has to pay all the bills. Well, I'm saying now as if he ever paid any of the bills. He didn't. She pays all the bills. She financially supports her children, and she takes care of her children. She, you know what I mean? She has 4 kids. Do you think it's right for this person to have to stay with someone like this because they have not been able to make it where they want to be in life yet? Honestly, in those situations, I don't think leaving a person like that is wrong. I don't think leaving a person like that is selfish. It's just sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, it's not even like it's your husband. It's your boyfriend. And now your baby father. Like, not saying that he's nobody. Not saying that he's nothing. He's not of importance. I mean, he is. But whatever. The same would go if it was the other way around. If the woman was the one struggling and the man was the one providing for everybody in that household. He is not obligated to stay with her just because, oh, that's my girlfriend. Oh, that's my baby mother. Oh, she is financially dependent on me. She's a grown woman. She shouldn't be financially dependent on you. Nobody should be financially dependent on you. Unless they're your kids. You have no obligation to financially support anybody. And that's why I just hate struggle love so much, because people feel like this person relies on me for all of these things and I'm supposed to be their caretaker. I'm supposed to be their caregiver. I'm supposed to be... No, you're supposed to be in a relationship. You're supposed to be in a happy relationship with them. You're supposed to be loving them. Yes, I mean, I guess like supporting them financially is a form of caring for them and being in a relationship. But that should not be the main thing. That should not be the main thing. Especially, you know what? You should also definitely cut the relationship if that is the only reason why you're staying. If the only reason why you're staying in a relationship like that is because that person is financially dependent on you, leave. Especially if you have kids, leave. You don't have to stay. You don't have to feel guilty to leave these people. And then if they do a couple years down the road, if they do make it out the mud, if they do like, you know, make it somewhere big in life, kudos to them. Kudos to them. But that has nothing to do with you, because you have your own priorities, you have your own responsibilities, you have your own future, you have your own goals. You don't have to babysit somebody until they make it out and they make it to theirs, especially if it's stopping you from making it to yours. I should be a motivational speaker, even though I don't know half the stuff I just said. The next thing that should no longer be normalized is self-diagnosing yourself. When I mean like diagnosing yourself, I mean like diagnosing yourself with like a mental illness. Like, you know, if you're coughing or sneezing and you're like, oh, I think I caught a cold or something, like, you know, that's one thing. But like, if you're like, you got out of a breakup and like all you've been doing is crying and like you've been upset lately, you cannot just diagnose yourself with depression. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might have depression, maybe. Like, we never know. But we're not doctors. We cannot unless you are a doctor. I don't freaking know. But unless you are a doctor, you cannot diagnose yourself with some sort of illness. You can't diagnose other people around you with illnesses just because, oh, I see the signs. I see the signs. What do you mean? No. I'm gonna be real for a second. I thought I had depression for a little while. I'm not gonna say when, but like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm a thug, so it is what it is. So I was like, oh shoot. I'm like, this and this has been happening, you know, like I'm going through it. I'm going through the blues, like I'm stressed, right? Maybe I have depression. So I'm gonna go on Google and I'm gonna see if I show symptoms of depression. I kid you not. Literally, normal emotions that people feel and people go through every single day is under the list of like symptoms of depression. I didn't even know if I had depression anymore because I was like, I've been doing this all my life. Have I had depression my whole life then? Because I've been crying. I don't know how people can self-diagnose themselves when it could literally be anything. You can't say you're schizophrenic just because you make irrational decisions and you've been stressed lately and that could be anything. You know what I mean? That could literally be anything. You can't just say that you have some sort of mental illness just because you saw the signs. If you see the signs, go see a doctor. It's just honestly really sickening to see. It's really annoying to see because I know people in my real life that have actual diagnosed by a doctor depression or actual diagnosed by a doctor bipolar disorder. You know what I mean? I know people that are actually going through that have real mental illnesses and are diagnosed by doctors that they have these mental illnesses. They be going through it. So to see people like, I don't always have an appetite, like I don't ever want to eat, and like I cry myself to sleep sometimes, and like sometimes I'm always thinking about bad things, and like, you know, sometimes I just burst out into tears and I'm just always crying for no reason. You can't just go and say, I have depression. No, because that could literally be anything. You could have, what is it called? Like situational depression. Don't quote me on this. I did not read the full Google search. But I think situational depression is when a certain situation happens and like you are depressed in that moment because you are so overwhelmed by the current events and you don't know how to handle it. I feel like I just made that up because it's situational depression and I'm like in a situation. That's why I said don't take my word for it, because y'all might diagnose yourselves with foolishness and I don't even know if that's the correct term. So you might have situational depression, but to say like I have bipolar disorder because I'll be crying and then I'll see something funny and then all of a sudden I'll laugh, like that's not normal. Yes, it is. Honest, you know what? Because of this, I thought I had bipolar disorder because my friends were making it seem like it wasn't normal for me to be mad 1 second and then be happy the next second and then be annoyed the next second, and then the only reasons why I was really like that was because of the situation, because of the things that were happening around me. I'm not a very social person. When I'm out in a social setting, I do go through mixed emotions because I want to be there, I want to have fun, but I don't want to be there. I don't like these people. I don't want to be around anybody. I want to go home. I want to eat something. I want to sleep. So I'll be going through these emotions because of the situations that I'm in, not because I'm bipolar. I hope. So I'll be happy 1 minute, probably forcing it, and then I'll be showing my true emotions and I'm cheesed as F, right? And then I'll laugh, I'll be happy because someone said something funny, so now I'm laughing and I'm having a good time. Then I'm moody because I'm tired now and I want to go home. Isn't that everybody? Everybody's like that, right? Right? Everybody's like that. Everybody goes through mixed emotions depending on the situation that they're in. What the hell? Y'all making me feel like I'm sick or something. Like, no, I'm good. But anyway, long story short, self-diagnosing yourself is extremely unhealthy, extremely dangerous, and extremely stupid. Stop doing it. And also, stop doing it and then announcing it to people. Don't self-diagnose yourself and then tell everybody I have depression, because you don't even know if you have depression. Just keep it to yourself then if you want to do that. I know. I had chickenpox in grade 5, and you think I went and told everyone that I got chickenpox? No. I stayed home for that week, and when I went back to school, I told everybody that I was on a vacation. You think I want people knowing I have chickenpox? No. The reason why I'm saying that is because it should not be something that you should be proud of. It shouldn't be something that you should be bragging about. It shouldn't be something that you feel like you should be praised for. No, that's not how it works. The next thing that should not be normalized is supporting bad role models. And when I say this, I mean like celebrity role models. For example, some of y'all ain't gonna like this. NLE Choppa is not a good role model. NLE Choppa is not somebody that you should praise. He's not somebody that you should adore. He's not somebody that you should like fall in love with. I guess he's cute.
NLE Choppa.
This guy has the biggest neck I've ever seen though. Damn, like his neck is like strong. Like his neck is thick. When NLE Choppa first came out, one minute he was a hood dude, and then he was Buddhist. He was spiritual. He went back to being like a hood dude. Like it was weird. Like NLE, I think you need therapy. During the time NLE Choppa was going through his like namaste, good vibes, positive energy phase, people were loving this guy. People were like, oh my god, NLE Choppa, love him. NLE, he's so funny. I mean, he is funny. He's funny, bro. NLE, love him. So cute. Oh my gosh. Everybody should be on the NLE wave. So you want to shoot up your baby mother's house? That's the type of wave y'all want to be on? Because that's NLE's wave. He may not have been on that wave when y'all were supporting him, but he was on that wave a couple weeks before that. I get all my celebrity-ish from Shade Room, from I Am Zoe, Twitter, right? I'm just going with from what I see. But from what I've seen, nobody has denied the fact that he shot up his baby mother's house. So I'm just gonna go on the limb here and say that he actually did it. Because usually when there's a bunch of people online saying, oh, this celebrity did this, there's usually another bunch of people that are like, no, he didn't. Here's the proof. Stop saying that. Blech. You're whack. Shut up. I love that guy. But nobody's doing that. And I Am Zoe said it first. He was like, I think NLE is on this spiritual journey to cover up the fact that he's a sociopath. Because nobody in their right mind will go and shoot up their baby mother's house. There's so many celebrities out there, so many influencers that are role models to people that don't have a good reputation. And it's sad because there's literal people that look up to these sorts of people. And it's like, why would you look up to somebody like this? They're terrible people. I'm sorry. They're terrible people. Duh. The last thing that we should please stop normalizing is toxic relationships. The amount of people that literally want toxic relationships is insane. At first, I thought it was a joke, you know what I mean? Like, when people were talking about wanting toxic relationships at first, I was like, funny, like, you know, saying, oh yeah, arguing is fun in a relationship, and seeing videos of like these really overprotective boyfriends reacting when their girlfriend does stuff. It was like, sometimes it was cute, and I was like, haha, funny, right? I didn't know these were things people actually wanted. I think I talked about that in another video too, about overprotective boyfriends or overprotective like significant others. Not cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. Why would you want an overprotective significant other that doesn't let you do nothing? That's always breathing down your neck. What is so cute about a toxic relationship? I saw this post. I thought she was bullshitting. I was like, there's no way this is real. This girl was like something about how her boyfriend punching her in the face, right? Little domestic abuse. And she was like, oh yeah, I know most people are gonna look at this and like think it's like, and look at it as like abuse, but it honestly turned me on because it showed his dominance and it showed that he really cared. Girl, is Phil still seeing clients? Because you need therapy. That is not cute. That is insane. That is insane. I've seen so many things like that with people wanting like almost like an abusive relationship because they think it's like hot. Like, I understand getting abused in the sheets, but getting punched in the face because you forgot to cook, like that, giving me very much Chris Brown and Rihanna, giving me very much Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like, no, that is not cute. That's abuse. We shouldn't want these negative things in a relationship. What happened to wanting to go on picnics and take a long walk down a shore holding hands and meeting each other's families and now y'all just want to get like choked against the wall, yelled at because you were talking to your male friend, thrown out a car and left on the streets because y'all had an argument. What the hell is wrong with you guys? That is not cute. That is terrible. I've really given up on my generation. I really have. Like, I'm tired of y'all, but I honestly want to see us do good. You know what I mean? I want to see us do better. I want to see us do better. You should be going on social media and be like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend bought me flowers today. Aw, he's so amazing. He's the best. But no, all I'm seeing on people's timeline is this motherfucking thinks he's so funny. You want to cuss me out because I'm trying to get my nails and my hair did and he doesn't want to give me the $400 that I need to get my hair and nails did. That I don't care. I don't care. He can die in a hole. I still love him though. But I hate him. Not cute. Stop it. We shouldn't be wanting toxic relationships. We shouldn't be wanting toxic friendships. We shouldn't be wanting toxic anything. Okay guys, so that was my video on things that we should not normalize or things that we should no longer be normalizing since they are already pretty normalized. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys like my previous videos and I hope you guys love my future videos. And without further ado, class dismissed. Oh my God, I'm so cringy.